Well, today we're looking at a Playmobil vehicle, and this one is the A-Team van. And I picked this one up because it was on offer on Prime Day. It was down to, I think it was about half price. Might have been just over. There's one I wanted when it came out, but I thought it was a little bit overpriced. Comparable with most Playmobil stuff, but yeah, I saw it. I thought, get that, treat myself. But yeah, so this is the A-Team van from the 1980s TV show that I think people don't really remember how big it was in the 80s. The A-Team was everywhere. It was must-watch TV. It was like this, Dukes of Hazzard. But yeah, it really popular. Everyone loved it. It's difficult to watch now because it's the same plot every single week. It's so formulaic, but it's a very good nostalgia value. So this is the van that was owned by B.A. Baracus, played by the wonderful Mr. T, and see what you get. So it's really nicely packaged again. Playmobil certainly packaging their nostalgia stuff very well. So you've got the 4 characters, which I presume you get in there. Hannibal, B.A., Faceman, who everyone calls him Faceman, but I'm sure he was just called Face. We called him the Faceman sometimes, but everyone just referred to him as Face in a TV program. And Howlin' Mad Murdoch, who was one of those characters that was portrayed as mad, but mad in a highly comical and amusing way, rather than, I don't know, just pissing himself or something. So let's have a look. I'm not implying that mad people piss themselves, of course. Gotta be careful. So you got Mr. T, who's doing a bit of modification to the van, turn it into a death machine probably. So it looks like you got the inside. There's a computer, or actually it's a reel-to-reel tape recorder. Some tools, opening back doors. Doesn't look like it's got opening front doors because there's no seam line. What else we got? Oh. So it looks like roof comes off, front tongue comes off, which makes sense if the doors don't open. And then on this side, oh, you've got the list of all the stuff you get. So some tools in the toolbox, some equipment, the characters, the van. Okay, so I'll get this stuff out and we'll come back and we'll assemble it, because they normally require some assembly. I just popped it open and it's got a flap lid, but not nicely packaged. So you get the characters, the van, and the instruction book. I'll get the rest out, but I just thought, oh, that's really nicely done. Okay, so you get 3 bags, the figures and the van. And the instruction book. Let's see what the instruction book says. So it goes through each character. Hannibal Smith. He leads the A-Team, a master tactician, which usually involved disguising himself as something each week that was so obvious that people didn't notice. New. Assembly made easy. So, different instructions. All the figures, popping the van together. Looks like you just put the wheels on. Up chairs need to go in. Computer parts. Okay, let's have a look what you get. So looks like that's all the parts. Did I bring a knife? I didn't. Hold on. The old using your teeth method. You don't get Amy, or one of the many Amy clones. That's interesting. Also, what it looks like you don't get is weapons. I suppose I sort of understand that. But why do a franchise like the A-Team, which is mainly about firing weapons, if you're not going to be able to supply weapons? So let's see, you get gold bangles for Mr. T's wrists. Cool, don't go on very well. Oh, blimey. So 2 on each wrist. There we go. You get gold chain for around his neck. I 8 years ago, watching the A-Team, and I read Mr. T's autobiography, and it wasn't the best written one in the world, but he really come away with a respect for the guy. You know, hard life, and he tried to do the best he could, and he genuinely appeared to want to help people. I'm not sure that it quite shouts Howling Mad Murdoch. Bring back the dodo. Fair enough. So the toolbox has a handle that goes in it, and then we can put the tools in there. So you got a torch, a couple of walkie-talkies, some dynamite. You get 2 milk cartons because they kept drugging Mr. T when they had to fly anywhere. They would drug Mr. T with milk because that was all he drank. Alright, so you get some turned up cuffs for face. Let's give him a walkie-talkie. There we go. There's Hannibal. He doesn't come with any of his own accessories, so I'll give him a walkie-talkie. I love that they've moulded him with the gloves on, because it was one of the shticks that he always wore gloves. And then Murdoch gets some sort of sock glove puppet with a face on, which I don't remember from the TV show, but I'm not saying it didn't exist. Give Mr. T both milk cartons. So the figures are very well done. So look at the van parts. Off you go. So you get, I won't put them all together, I'll do that off camera. So you get sticker sheet. There's the milk carton labels. You get some chairs, some binoculars, spoilers. Okay, I'm going to put all the stuff together and we'll come back and have a look once it's done. Okay, all gone together. It's fairly simple. It makes for a really nice package. So the graphics are already applied and they applied really well. It's got multiple opening doors. So you've got a side door that's actually on a proper slidey hinge. You've got a little petrol pump socket, so you can pretend to fill it up. You've got rear doors that open right wide, a little tow-in hitch. I presume they're probably going to do some sort of tow-in port for it. The roof comes off, so you can see inside. And also, if you want to get into the cabin comes off. So you can see that you've got Mr. T driving. You've got Hannibal with his binoculars on, a little place for the milk cartons, which are really very cute. And then inside you've got a little place to either put blueprints or your tape recorder, and if you don't want to have one on display, then I don't know if you can just see it, but there's a little slide area that you can store your spare blueprints in for when you're modifying the van. You get a little toolkit with quite a nice little assortment of tools, spanners, everything you need to have a go at the van. You've got a tool rack on the back with 3 clamps, and you can put them anywhere on the little grid board. You've got your dynamite, couldn't think of the word. You got a little table. You got a spare seat there in case Hannibal needs to come back and tell them that a plan's coming together. And then you also get a little oxyacetylene torch. Let's just come off. I'm just going to put that back on. There we go. And a little thing. I suppose that you could put in there, I suppose. I don't know why you're filling the car up with oxyacetylene. Plenty of room to have your little adventures at the back. So yeah, knocked over the camera. So very well thought out. Like all of these vehicles have been. They're very good little representations of what they're meant to be, without sort of going overboard on them. My favourite is still the Enterprise. There's a video on there that I've done on it. It's just every time I go past it, I got to turn it on and have a look inside, make sure they're all okay. But yeah, well done, Playmobil. Your plan is certainly come together. If you're a fan of the show, well worth picking this up. By the time you see this, Prime Day is going to be over, so but keep a lookout for it, see if it comes up cheap in the future. It all goes back together. I know there's a Knight Rider one as well, and a James Bond, I think, which I wouldn't mind getting at some point. If you want to see me get them, let me know, and I'll keep an eye out for them. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can. We have a Patreon now if you want to help out that way. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks then. Bye.